Anyway, so this feminist blogger comes out. Now, one of my daughters, she just had my first granddaughter, and she quit work last week. And she was going to go back to work, and she was going to be doing everything. It's Hannah. She was working at Mercury Inc., and she is a fantastic editor. And, could be working for Mercury Inc. or Simon & Schuster or anybody else. She's really fantastic, has quite a future in front of her. But she's decided to, I don't even know, stay at home and eat candy bars with a kid. I don't even know.
Oh, man.
Okay?
That's cute and everything. But
yeah, but it's not like a real...
That's not a permanent thing, right? She's doing that for 6 weeks, and then she's coming back.
So and you know what made her hesitate? First, before she had the baby, but babies change you. Before she had the baby, she was like, oh, no, Dad, I'm going to come right back, and yada, yada. But then she had the baby, and now she has fundamentally changed. She's grown up, and she's fundamentally changed. And now she can't imagine leaving, the baby.
Well, she's a mom now.
Yeah, she's a mom. But what made the decision hard was our society saying that you have no value if you stay at home. And then I read this from feminist blogger Amy Glass, describes herself on the Thought Catalog as a powerhouse, the lover of startups, big ideas, and the future.
She describes herself as a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. That's a good start.
I mean, if nobody else is going to describe you as that.
I guess somebody's got to say it.
That's
Might
right.
as well be you.
That's right. One of her big ideas is reflected in one of her blog posts titled, I look down on young women with husbands and kids, and I'm not sorry. Her premise is summed up in the question, do people really think that a stay-at-home mom is really on equal footing with a woman who works and takes care of herself?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I don't think she's on equal footing with my wife. I don't. No.
No, a woman who takes care of herself, that's taking
easy.
care of one. That's simple. Try taking care of 4.
Or 6. Try that. And then tell me that you're on equal footing with her. No way.
I don't think that's the way she means it, Pat.
No, that isn't the way she means it.
She says having kids and getting married are considered life milestones. We have baby showers and wedding parties as if it's a huge accomplishment and cause for celebration to be able to get knocked up.
Oh, my gosh.
And find somebody to walk down the aisle with. These aren't accomplishments. They're super easy tasks. Literally anyone can do them. They are the most common thing ever in the history of the world. They are, by definition, average. So here's the thing. Why on earth do we settle for average? If women can do anything, why are they still content with applauding them for doing nothing? Jeez. You know what? I would really like...
I'd love her to say this to my wife's face.
Please.
I would love that.
Please, if you are, quote, just a mom... I would like to see your responses to this. Send them to me. We will look for them. Just put mom response in the subject line. Send them to me at glennbeck.com, and we'll look for them. I want to post them. I want to hear the best arguments against Amy Glass on this. And I don't want any hate-filled, vile things. I know that's not what you're going to do, but I just want to make that clear. I'm looking for a really intelligent takedown of this point of view. I have no problem. If Amy wants to do that, I have no problem. But what Amy is doing is trying to make herself feel better by tearing other people down. I don't mind if Amy wants to do her blog thing. I don't know what else she does. She might be a powerhouse and lover of startups, big ideas in the future. That may be her. Good for her. But you don't have to take other people down, Amy. See, this is the thing. This is what...
This shows how insecure she is about what she's doing and who she is.
Yeah.
When the fact is, society has really sided with her. This is not the brave, courageous article to write.
No, in 1950 it was.
In 1950 it might have been.
Yeah. Today
it's certainly not.
Well, and the truth is, when you run a household and you're a stay-at-home mom and you raise a family and you keep all that together, you don't need to call yourself a powerhouse.
Yeah,
other people are saying it about you.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. When I lived in New Canaan, which was, 95% Wall Street?
Yeah.
We were like the only house that wasn't for sale after the 2008 collapse. It was all of these guys from Goldman Sachs and all these powerhouse guys, David Neeleman from JetBlue, all of these huge titans of industry in New York that had families. Getting to know these guys and watching them, the successful ones that didn't put their house up for sale in 2008 were the ones who had even more remarkable women who were taking care of the family. They were CEOs of that family. I mean, taking care of a family
It is not easy.
Is not easy. And whether or not...
And there's no time off for that.
No.
You know, that's 24/7.
Right. And it is taking care of the family, whether you are a family that is barely making it and you're just scraping by and you're trying to figure out how to make everything work. That is hard. Or if you're somebody who is making it, the family is really making it, and trying to keep that together with all of the pressures of that world, it doesn't matter. Rich or poor, that is the toughest job out there. And any guy who doesn't admit that, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Any person. Because, quite honestly, there are people like Tanya. She was born to be a mom. I mean, you should see her. You should see her with my granddaughter. Every time I come by my granddaughter and I hold my she starts crying. Every time. Every time, with anybody. She is just, she's crying or she's just quiet. I have not seen her really laugh except around Tanya. Tanya holds her, Tanya plays her, and her mother. Tanya holds her and plays with her, and she just lights up. And she's just laughing and everything else. There are some people who were born to do that. Most people are not born to do that. They have to find I think they have to find the joy in it. They have to be able to balance it. And especially in a world that is telling you, you're nothing, you're nothing, you're nothing. That's extraordinarily difficult. Yeah. Extraordinarily difficult.
I mean, part of the brilliance of libertarianism is recognizing that people generally act in their own self-interest. That's it. What the amazing thing about moms is that basically, look, that's a human instinct. People are going to want to act in their own self-interest. Hey, don't do that for the next 20 years.
Right.
Like saying that to someone, that is not an easy thing to do. And that is not something that's not challenging. It's the most challenging thing. It's going against being selfish, which a lot of people are.
And it's like, do you really think that people don't have something else in them? Even those who are born to be a mother, they don't have anything else in them? They don't have anything that they want to do themselves? Of course they do. Of course they do. And the other thing about libertarianism that really attracts me is, Amy, I don't have to take you down. I could call you a cute little blogger or whatever. I'm not going to do that.
Is she cute? I haven't seen her.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. We need that information.
Yeah, well, we could really go
we
to
could speculate on it.
I don't think we need to do that either.
We're not going.
There's no reason to take her down. Amy, enjoy what you do. Do what you do and make the world a better place with what you do. Why do you have to take apart other people because they make a different choice than you? This is not a political thing. This isn't like, I have a different ideology. What you're saying is, if you choose to get married, if you choose to raise children and live a certain way, well, then you have no place in society. You're worthless. You claim to stand for women? Amy, stand for all women. Stand for people's right to choose and chart their own course and find their own path and celebrate. Empower women to do what they choose to do. Wouldn't it be so great, instead of being oppressed by the man, being oppressed and never being able to choose anything but a housewife and a homemaker, well, they cannot be oppressed by the woman who's saying you can't choose anything but being an office person or an entrepreneur. How about we don't oppress people and we just say, do what you feel you are supposed to do. And let's revel in the fact that we're all different.